What's up? This is BoxingWave. Going to do a video on Alexander Ustinov officially is fighting Tyson Fury, or that's what it's looking like. Several websites has put out that Ustinov is going to be Dereck Chisora's replacement for this fight. Okay, now I think this is a dangerous fight. I think this is a much more dangerous fight than Dereck Chisora himself. Okay. Tyson Fury already beats Dereck Chisora, and he really doesn't have anything to prove by rematching him. I thought he clearly won the first fight. I don't know why this fight is taking place anyway. You know, I did a prediction on a video on this a while ago, and I said that Tyson Fury would win the rematch the same way that he did, possibly by knocking him out this time. Okay. Now, Ustinov has been selected, and Ustinov is a guy that is Tyson Fury's height, or at least close to it. Okay, he's a big guy. He has a lot of power. This is a dangerous fight, you know. I don't know how good shape Ustinov is. I know he has been training with Dereck Chisora, preparing for this fight. Okay, so he's been training, but I don't know if he's in his best shape. I mean, obviously he hasn't been training to fight Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury hasn't been training to fight Alexander Ustinov. Right, he's been training to fight a much shorter guy, a guy that he's been in the ring with before. Okay, so the circumstances are, it is a 50-50 fight, believe it or not, because even though I think Tyson Fury is the better fighter between the two of them, there's still a lot of unknowns with Tyson Fury. He hasn't fought anyone on a level of Alexander Ustinov. I mean, you can argue Steve Cunningham might be up there, but I think Alexander Ustinov will probably beat Steve Cunningham, okay, in my opinion. All right, and you know, we know that Tyson Fury was, you know, the rumors were trying, well, not rumors, but we know that Tony Thompson called him out, okay, Shannon Briggs, even Antonio Tarver. I think this fight is a more difficult fight than all three of those fights. You know what I thought they were going to do was put Tyson Fury in there with a respectable fighter that was a little bit on the safe side, like a Tony Thompson. You know, Tony Thompson is a very good heavyweight, but we know that he's coming off of a loss and that he's not prepared. He's already an older guy, a much older guy. You know, he's not in his prime anymore. So I thought that was more safe but respectable, a guy that has a lot of experience, a good guy to have on your resume of beating. So I thought that fight made the most sense. Shannon Briggs, a lot of unknowns with him. You know, we know he has power. You know, he's looked like he's been in shape and everything, but he really hasn't done anything recently. You know, he's a lot older guy. There's still a lot of unknowns with him. Okay, so and then there's Antonio Tarver. I mean, I don't know how far that fight would have gone, but he did call out or say that he would take the fight under certain circumstances, like if there was a rematch clause. But this is all tweets. I follow these guys, and this is what they said on Twitter. Okay, Alexander Ustinov is a very dangerous fight. Tyson Fury is the superior boxer out of the two, in my opinion. He has a beautiful jab. Okay, I think he has the better hand speed between the two of them. As far as foot speed, they're around the same. You know, I think Tyson is both of these guys are pretty mobile for big guys. They move well for as big. Tyson Fury's like 6'9", Alexander is like 6'8". You know, these guys are both really big guys, and they move very well in the ring. Okay, very dangerous fight. You know, this thing, Tyson Fury has been tweeting and saying that he's going to take, you know, his anger out on whoever he fights. All right, he's gonna punish and take his frustration out on this fighter. I think he needs to be a very smart fighter in this fight. Okay, because this is a guy that I think he can outbox, but he can lose to if he's trying to make a statement. If he's trying to make a statement and go in there and thinks that he can knock out Ustinov in a few rounds, then he has another thing coming. He could get countered and knocked out. Okay, Ustinov has a lot of power in that right hand. And another thing, you know, I haven't seen Ustinov fight that much. I did see the Tua fight. I seen the Kubrat Pulev fight. And I've seen him fight maybe one more time. I've seen him fight I think it was a black guy, Monte Barrett. I can't remember his name. All right, you guys don't know who I'm talking about. I've seen him fight a few times. You know, sometimes he keeps his hands low, but he'll throw a quick left hook. And Tyson Fury has got, you know, he's been caught a few times. He has a questionable chin. Okay, even in the Joey Abel fight, you know, he kept getting clunked in the head every now and then. You know, I've seen him get caught a few times. All right, we see Steve Cunningham drop him. All right, he's not that hard to hit, and he doesn't, you know, he doesn't have a great chin, but who does in a heavyweight when you get punched by a heavyweight? You know, everybody has a questionable chin in the heavyweight division. Okay, so Tyson Fury needs to play it smart and, you know, beat him based on, you know, try to knock him out off of a accumulation of punches. Don't go in there and try to knock him out quick and get him out of there. And, you know, it just wouldn't be a good look, because I think Ustinov is going to be the most dangerous early on. Okay, the first few rounds is where we're going to tell how this fight is going to play out. If Tyson Fury plays it smart, use that jab, okay, throw that right cross every now and then, and try to get him out of there later. You know, if the opportunity comes and he's hurt, go for it, go for the kill, get him out of there. But if you try to go in there early, Tyson Fury tries to go in there early and knock him out and make a big statement, you know, and leave himself open, he will get knocked out himself. Alexander is not going to just wobble him. Alexander is not a guy that's just going to drop him. Alexander can actually knock him out. Okay, so he needs to be very careful. Okay, I think Ustinov's best chance of winning is by knocking him out early. Okay, he has, you know, he's taken a last-minute fight. I don't know how well trained he's been. I don't know what condition he's in, but he needs to get a jump on Tyson Fury early. Okay, he does. All right, and his best chances to me is winning by knockout early. The longer the fight goes, the more comfortable Tyson Fury is going to be with that jab. He has a far better jab, and that is what makes the difference between these two fighters, okay? So Tyson Fury needs to wear him out early, soften him up, tender him up, and then go for the kill. 8th, 9th round. That's what I'm predicting. Tyson Fury by 9th round knockout. 8th, 9th round knockout. If Tyson Fury loses, I'm pretty sure it's going to be by knockout early on, maybe before the 5th round, okay? But I have Tyson Fury. I'm taking Tyson Fury for the win. And let me know what you guys think. Subscribe to the channel. Talk to you later.